Good day. In this presentation, I will demonstrate a C++ program that uses the logical AND operator to determine whether a number is both odd and divisible by 3. I will explain the algorithm, pseudocode, flowchart, source code, and the program execution for this specific program you have on our screens. Now let's dive in. The algorithm begins by accepting a number from the user. The program then checks whether the number is odd and whether it is divisible by 3. The two conditions are combined using the logical AND operator. If both conditions are true, an appropriate message is displayed. Otherwise, the program indicates that the condition has not been satisfied. Now, we transition from the algorithm to pseudocode. This pseudocode provides a simplified representation of the program logic. It outlines the sequence of operation before implementation in C++. This helps in planning and verifying solution before coding. So what we have here is the pseudocode before the code itself. Now what we have here is our flowchart. The flowchart visually represents the execution process of the program. It starts with user inputs. It evaluates the combined condition and then follows either the true or false part before terminating. So what we have here starts by taking in the number and then checks if it is odd or divisible by 3. If yes, prints the number is odd and divisible by 3. If no, it prints condition not satisfied, and then it ends. So after building our algorithm, pseudocode, and flowchart, we then move on to write the C++ code itself. So this is the complete C++ implementation. This program begins by declaring an integer variable. It then prompts the user to enter a number. The if statement evaluates whether the number is odd and divisible by 3 using the logical AND operator. Depending on the results, the program displays an appropriate message. So the include IO stream is added here to be able to tell the C++ program to accept inputs from the user and then bring outputs after running the code. So with this program, the int num we have over here is the statement that declares an integer variable named number and then stores the user inputs. Move on to the cout and the cin. This is a line that accepts the number entered by the user through the keyboard. This part also is the condition that checks whether the number is odd by verifying that the remainder after division by 2 is not 0. This part also is the condition that checks whether the number is divisible by 3 and verifies that the remainder after division is 0. This is the logical AND operator, which combines the two conditions and returns true only when both conditions are true. So this is the part that brings out the number is odd and divisible by 3 when it is true and then otherwise. Okay, so now we execute and then compile and run this program to check if it is indeed truly working. So here, as we run it, we enter 9 as an example, and then 9 is odd and divisible by 3, so the program confirms that both conditions are satisfied. We can also run it again and then check for other numbers to confirm our code. This time around, we try number 7, and in this example, 7 is odd but not divisible by 3. So since one condition fails, the overall result becomes false. This brings us to the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.